Hello, my name is Muhammad Ahmad Yunus, and today I will discuss about knowledge management, types of knowledge cycle, knowledge model, the best approaches to knowledge management, and codification techniques. This is all based on the case study that I will discuss. Now let's begin. Types of knowledge. Kaplan, an international consulting organization, captures and codifies two types of knowledge. First one is explicit knowledge, and second one is tacit knowledge. So, what is explicit knowledge? Explicit knowledge is codified, documented, and shared easily. The examples of explicit knowledge in the case study include the after action review process, the knowledge universe online repository, the company e-learning platform, the knowledge street public website, the best practices, process documents, employee handbook, research reports, training materials, client communication, and negotiation techniques. Now coming to tacit knowledge. So what is tacit knowledge? Tacit knowledge is personal, experimental, and difficult to share. The examples of tacit knowledge in the case study include Nick's knowledge of copiers, Anne's ability to learn from Nick and others, lessons learned from project postmortems, expertise of experienced consultants, stories about successful projects, insights from customer interactions, the knowledge of effective client communication and negotiation techniques shared by senior consultants with juniors. Now coming to knowledge cycle. Kaplan International Consulting Organization uses knowledge cycle that consists of capture. The knowledge is captured from project postmortems, storytelling, mentoring programs, and external sources. Then there is codify and create. The knowledge is codified into a form that can be easily shared, such as best practices, documents, and training materials. Then there is storage. The organization stores knowledge in its knowledge universe online repository, its e-learning platform, and its public website. Then coming to share, the knowledge is shared with employees through a variety of channels. For instance, it is internet, e-learning, and mentoring sessions. Now coming to applications, the organization applies knowledge to its project work, its training programs, and its client interactions to solve problems and improve the work. Now coming to knowledge model. The SECI model by Nonaka and Takuchi used to help organizations effectively manage and utilize their collective knowledge and expertise. So what are the stages? The SECI model consists of the following 4 stages. First one is socialization, that is tacit to tacit, and this individuals share tacit knowledge through face-to-face interactions. Second one is externalization, that is tacit to explicit knowledge. How it is done? The tacit knowledge is converted into explicit knowledge through documentation, storytelling, and training. Then there is combination, that is explicit to explicit. How it is done? The explicit knowledge is combined with existing explicit knowledge to create new knowledge. Then coming to internalization, that is explicit to tacit knowledge. And this process, the new knowledge is internalized by individuals through practice and application. The SECI model is a useful framework for understanding how organizations can capture, codify, share, and apply the knowledge. Now coming to best knowledge approaches. So what are the best knowledge approaches? The best approaches to capture and codify the given knowledge in the case study include project postmortems. As per the case study, after action reviews are a valuable tool for capturing lessons learned from projects. Storytelling. Stories are a very powerful way to convey complex messages and share tacit knowledge, as per the case study. Then it is knowledge sharing systems, which include internet's e-learning and mentoring sessions that can be used to share knowledge with employees. Then there are incentives. Incentives can also be used to encourage employees to share their knowledge. And in the last, that is taxonomies. It also helps to organize knowledge in a way that makes it easy to find and utilize for resources. So Kaplan must develop taxonomies for its different types of knowledge. Now coming to codification techniques. First one is documents. The explicit knowledge can be codified in documents, writing reports, manuals, and presentations. Then there is databases. The explicit knowledge can be codified in databases, which allows for easy retrieval and research. And I think a plan should encourage the employees to use the databases. Then there is knowledge management systems. The knowledge management systems provide a centralized repository for storing and managing explicit knowledge. Then it is diagrams. Again, diagrams are a very effective way of codifying complex knowledge, and Kaplan should encourage the employees to store their diagrams in the repository. Then there's audio and video recordings. That is also an efficient way to capture tacit knowledge, and Kaplan should also encourage the students to record their audio and video knowledge and then store in the central repository. Thank you for listening to me. This is the end of my presentation.